you think about the many hats that we keep on talking about here in our Reflections with Mzwai, is the fact that, you go back in time. He was with the Natal Indian Congress, and someone who knows his journey and that chapter of his life is standing by with Jade Paulsen, and that is Narend Singh. Jade?
Well, thank you, Bongiwe. Yes, someone that has been friends with the former Minister Pravin Gordhan for over 50 years joins me now. Lifelong friends, share your moments with us, and also, how are you feeling right now? We've spoken to so many friends who have shared some of the memories, the light-hearted memories, and that's what we want to hear in keeping his legacy alive.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great loss to South Africa, and we know a giant tree has fallen, but the legacy and the roots will live on forever. And I recall, Pravin, when I went as a young little boy just after matric in 1971 to the Durban College for Indians at that time, and Pravin and his comrades were very active in trying to ensure that the authorities there would white racists didn't take advantage of us students. And I remember the first SRC being formed in 1971. Pravin was 3 or so years ahead of me, but very, very active, and he did his bit to ensure that apartheid fell. But I think he had a serious challenge post-apartheid in ensuring that good governance and anti-corruption prevail within our government system. But Pravin, being the person he is, you couldn't disagree with him. And whenever I disagreed with him in the portfolio committee, because I served in the portfolio committee of public enterprises, Pravin would come to me later and say, "But Narend, we know each other. How come you criticize me?" I said, "Pravin, it's not you. It's about the portfolio, and I understand the challenges you're having with many in state-owned enterprises. We'll help you, but let's work together. But don't come around and ask me why I'm criticizing you." Because it was all part, but it was good banter at that time, and I think we were all, we had common purpose to ensure that there was good governance and state-owned enterprises, which takes up the bulk of taxpayers' money, function effectively.
And you speak about that good banter, and it's so beautiful to see how you are friends, even though you come from different political parties.
Yeah, Pravin had his run-in with the IFP before 1994, and I recall late Faith Kasa, who was chairperson of our Women's Brigade, leading a huge delegation to his house in the Sydenham area, and because he said some things about IFP, and there was no love lost between the ANC and the IFP, but in particular between Pravin and the IFP at that time. But I think as we got to Parliament in 1994, him and I, we both started in 1994, and he met Prince Buthelezi and other IFP leaders. There began to be some kind of understanding that we were all, working towards the same goal, but perhaps using different avenues to get there. And then we got on very, very well as friends, and I remember Prince Buthelezi always greeting him, showing him the greatest of respect. But that's how it is in politics. You have your differences as in your political outlook, but as friends, you always remain friends. And so it's a great loss. And I met him not so long ago at the inauguration of the president, and he seemed jolly, and I asked him why he had retired. He said, well, he thought it was time, there's a time to come and a time to go, and he had served the nation. And I agree, he'd really served the nation very well, but one would have liked that he would have had more time with his family and friends to enjoy life, rather than having dedicated the better part of his life to politics and activism.
Thank you very much for sharing your views with us, Narend Singh, Treasurer General of the IFP and Deputy Minister of Forest and Fisheries, talking to us about his friend Pravin Gordhan. And these are the sentiments that we're going to be bringing to you live as the SABC viewers, as we take you on this journey in celebrating the legacy that is Pravin Gordhan. Bongiwe, it's back to you.